What's going on, everybody? It's Reckless. This video today is going to be all about Warzone and multiplayer, included for both, obviously. Settings to use on mouse and keyboard and the controller. Since I game on both, figured I would do both options. And this is a comment in one of the most recent YouTube videos. This is kind of what I want you guys to get into. If you guys watch a YouTube video, there's something you want to see in the next one, be sure to let me know. And also, if you guys don't know, I also am a streamer over on Twitch, twitch.tv/reckless, in case you guys ever want to catch me live, actually playing games. Whereas here on the YouTube channel, you're probably going to see some clips, but I really like to try to do a lot of informative videos to try to guide new players through video games. Alright, so with that, let's just get right into it. Always gotta have the Gatorade Zero. Back on the health grind today. Started doing workouts again after the side injury subsided, so that's really good. Alrighty, now that we got the Warzone loaded up, we went through the terrible loudness that this game brings in. Go ahead and jump right into the settings, guys. Here we go. Alright, so we'll go over mouse and keyboard first. This is a question we had from the comments the other day from Joey. My mouse sensitivity, 5.04. I'm just very lazy. I'm not going to put it to the 5.0. It could easily go to 5, but whatever. I'm shooting good on 5.04. ADS is legacy. I don't really know what the difference between these two are. I think this has a monitor distance coefficient. I'm not fancy. I'll leave it as is. Invert mouse click disabled. No mouse acceleration. If you have any mouse acceleration, and speaking of that, if you have any mouse acceleration whatsoever, when you're gaming, you need to shut it off. So I'll see if I can do it real quick. As you would type mouse settings, go over here into this area, adjust mouse options, or additional mouse options, I'm sorry. Make sure this is kind of somewhere in the middle. Kind of further affects DPI numbers, right? Because if you're not on this adjustment right here, and you're trying to use somebody else's DPI recommendations, when you go to adjust your DPI and you're like, oh man, I'm 400 DPI, but that guy is slower than mine. If one of these is like slid over here, if it's off center, your kind of DPI references are going to be off. But that's one thing. You go here to your pointer options. Obviously, we've already set the pointer speed. Make sure you untick enhance pointer precision, because it doesn't say it, but that's what that's enabling. When you hit that, that's enabling mouse acceleration. When you click that box right there. So make sure you do not have this ticked. Okay? Very important. Back to Call of Duty. Okay, invert mouse look, airplanes only. Disabled. Or enabled. Off. No mouse filtering. And no mouse smoothing. Crouch. I have toggle, prone, toggle, and another thing is I don't like to sit with my hands on buttons. So toggle is going to allow you to hit the button, you do it, hit the button again, you'll come out of that position to the previous position. Automatic airborne mantle. I do not have this because say you were doing what this guy's doing, but you're jumping to cover and you want that van as cover. If you have automatic mantle on, that means you're going to jump into that piece of cover right there, and you're going to mantle up and get shot. So you want this disabled, 110%. Sprint behavior, I have it on toggle. Hit it, you start sprinting. And then obviously just pull back when you want to stop sprinting. I don't like hold, just a wasted finger, you know, you're just sitting there holding it down. Your pinky doesn't need to do that much work. Automatic sprint, I have it disabled. Doesn't really make sense for me. Parachute auto deploy, I might turn this off just because it's really funny to watch your character go splat in the pregame lobby multiple times. Also, you can deploy it whenever you want. You don't have to worry about the thing automatically going to a deployment at a certain level. You might be able to push it a little farther, but be careful so you don't go splat in a real game. Hold to use. I do not have this enabled. This will speed up things quickly for you. You'll be able to tap everything. Be fine. I'm not going to go over the basic stuff here. I will go over a few controls. I still have prone as left control. Playing a lot of Valorant, I just kind of got used to hitting left control. Some other people might change it. My crouch is C. Sprint is shift. Gestures and spray are T. When I am playing here, weapons and equipment, my ADS behavior is hold. This is huge. So I used to be a toggle. And when I switched to hold, my gameplay went up significantly. I hate toggling in and out of sight. So toggle means when you right click, you'll go into the sight and you'll hold it there. And then when you want to come out, you have to right click again. Your character will come out of the scope zoom. So do not use toggle. Use hold. It's so much better. Weapon mount is on 5. Melee is on mouse button 4. Tactical is lethal is G or middle mouse click for me. Tactical equipment is default at Q. B for alternate fire. And there's one thing that's not on here, but I think it's really important. If you guys ever throw a C4 with G on keyboard, to blow that, because sometimes you'll have 2 C4s, and when you hit G and you throw your first C4, and you hit G again, you'll throw another C4. But if you have 2 and you want to blow up the first pack, you hit G to throw it, and then you double tap F, which is your use bind. So if you double tap F after you throw your first pack, it blows up. And then you'll still have your second one that you can toss out as well. Really big tip that I wish I knew about because it took me like a few weeks to figure out how to do that. Let's see, general. Keyboard and mouse. My FOV is 100. Whether I go back and forth between controller, keyboard and mouse, FOV is 100. 120 is just way too much information for me. 120, I feel like even the people that are close to me are far. And if I go way down into like 80, I feel like I'm just stuck. I'm like way up on the screen. So I think an FOV of 100 is a very good FOV to be at. Minimap shape. If you're using circle, you need to go to square. Because you can see on the square map, you can see so much more with the square map. Why this isn't the default blows my mind, right? Why is round the default when you have a square option? Stuff like this always gets me, right, with video game developers. Why are you trying to be smarter? Like, why? What are you doing? You're making something severely complicated. Minimap shape, square, default, no circle option, done. So make sure you do this. My graphics, 240 refresh rate, 100 render resolution. The more you crank that up, the more it's going to demand out of your GPU. Don't do it. VSync, disabled. Do not have VSync on. Personally, I don't even use G-Sync when I'm playing FPS. Any synchronization I don't use. An asynchronization method will typically lead to input lag. I know they say G-Sync doesn't, but if you have to prove it to me, I really don't care. I'm just going no sync. Use what I got. NVIDIA highlights if you want, you can turn them on. Frame rate unlimited. Resolution's low. Have a lot of this stuff as low so I can get a lot of FPS out of this. Because this game, like, I really don't care if it's like looks pretty or not. If I can run them on low, it looks like Call of Duty to me. Plays like Call of Duty. That's all I need. I'm good to go. More FPS, more kills. Oh, he's gonna report me. Audio, have it on boost high. This way I can hear the footsteps the best. This has proven to be one of the best audio mixes to be able to hear footsteps around you. My effects I adjusted to 85. Really doesn't matter because This is the master volume. The game's going to be loud no matter what. Dialogue's at 55. I don't have the music on. Hit marker sound effects. They're at classic. Now on to the controller settings. BR button layout. I run default. I have a scuff that I use. It's around here somewhere. So the scuff that I use is a scuff Vantage. It's got the long sticks inserted on it. Got 4 paddles on the back there. So there's a lot of functionality out of this controller. It's a really good controller. When I use this, for this specific controller, I really would like to try the controls with flipped right here. You can flip R1 and R2, so you shoot with R1. This controller, however, the R1 is kind of hard to push in. Kind of has more of an Xbox type of push in than an actual PlayStation 4 controller push in, where it kind of has a tap. That has more of a click. So I don't flip on that scuff controller. A lot of pros flip, and I understand why they flip, because you get a quicker button press out of it, and you don't need any trigger adjustments, you don't need any sensitivity adjustments, it just goes. Dead zone's default 0.2. Horizontal and vertical are 5. That's what I play at. If you play controller consistently, you can slowly step this up. And the ways that you can slowly step it up is if you get longer sticks, like these, or you get some control freaks. Because if you get some either longer sticks or control freaks that extend that analog, you get more degrees of motion. And with those additional degrees of motion, you can have finer aim movement, so you can start to step up your sensitivity. I used to play on, like, when I played Call of Duty Ghost, and I was using different sticks, I was up on, like, 9 or 10 aim sensitivity. So as you kind of get more comfortable, you can start to dial that up. ADS, low zoom, 1. High zoom, I have it up a little bit, because I feel like the scopes in this game, like, they move really slow on controller. My aim response curve is linear. Controller vibration disabled. Aim assist is standard. You can try focusing. It's just, man, when you use focusing, it's a strong aim slowdown, but it's very slow. It kind of feels like you're trudging through mud. Scale aim assist with FOV, I have that disabled. ADS is hold. This is critical here. This use reload behavior. Contextual tap. That means when you hit a box while you're looting, you tap square to open the box. Versus you have it as hold to use. That means you have to walk up to the box, hold square, wait for it to complete, and then your box opens. So the way contextual tap is going to work is you can tap everything, literally everything. You can tap to reload too if you're not next to an object. But if you have objects around you and you're not trying to pick up anything else, you got to hold square to reload. That way you don't pick up any junk like in a loot pile that you might be around. Slide behavior is hold on controller. It doesn't really bother me there. I might switch that to tap if I start playing controller more often. But that's really the only difference. Everything else is default for those controls. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out all the links below in the video to join up on the Instagram, the Discord, Twitter, and also my Twitch link is there as well, where you can find me live streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/reckless. Guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.